Well, hi, it's Sunday Funday. It's 5:30 in the morning. I've been up since 2. I'm now bored and I decided to come online and see if anybody wants to entertain me. Baby May's asleep. She has a headache. She has a migraine. So she's got a leaf. She's got a bandana on with a medicinal leaf over her eye. See how that works. Before we get started, before I forget, a guy named Glenn chatted with me this morning, and I guess he was up too. And he made a good observation that I'm from Nevada, and I receive Social Security, and that there's no state income tax on my Social Security. So for those of you that are coming out or going somewhere or retiring, period, I guess, and going to collect Social Security, his suggestion was that you guys maybe make your residence in either Nevada, and I think he said there's a total of 11 states that don't charge any state income tax on Social Security. I didn't even know there was state income tax on Social Security because I've been in Nevada for so long. I do remember when I moved from California to Nevada in 88 that I got like a 10% raise on my net income just because of the lack of state income tax being taken out of my check. So I thought I would share that wisdom with you guys, and that's it. So what do you guys want to chat about? Hi, Jim Burns. I'll run through here and say hi to everybody. What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are. Questions? I wake up early all the time. Hey, long time no see, Maria. I once knew a girl named Maria. When do I think tourists will be allowed? You know what? I've shined on the idea of going to America. I've just shined it on. I give up. I surrender. Everything's taking so freaking long to get anything going that I've just decided maybe next year or the end of the year. It was starting to crack me. I haven't made a video in over a week. It's like I just can't get inspired. I can't get. I've been helping Baby May, and I don't do videos for the sake of doing a video. If that makes it, you know what I mean. It's not like I make my living here, so I haven't had anything I wanted to tell myself. Let's see. Did I manage to get lost? Of course. It has been a long time, Maria. You're looking beautiful as ever. Yeah, that is great wisdom. I mean, if that's money's money, right, baby boys and girls? I don't know what the dynamics would be of changing if you're living in California, we use that, and just to change your residence over to Nevada or one of the other 11 states. I guess you could Google that, right? And set yourself up. One of the things I regret is that before I left the country, I didn't even know this service was available, is there's for like $25 a month, you can set up an address anywhere in the country to get your mail. And what these services do is your mail will go to them and they will open it for you and scan it and email it to you. If it's an important document, they'll throw it away and shred it. If you get a credit card or something like that, they'll forward it to you. And so that's one of those services that, you know, hindsight being 2020, I would have set up. And then now I'm just thinking with the state income deal on your Social Security, that would probably be the way I would do it if I lived in California and I was getting ready to retire. I would just set one of those things up. You don't have to buy a house or anything. Aloha. Hey, Paul, how are you, buddy? doing, Wayne? No. The last I heard, again, I don't see, I kind of rely on you guys to get some information because I get news delayed here. I don't have on-demand TV, if you will, so I watch YouTube of the news. And I just found out that they're delaying the impeachment until February. I mean, I just found that out like 3 hours ago when I was on YouTube. So, which is fine. But that's just an example. I don't want to talk about the impeachment, please. But now I'm hearing that you're going to be quarantined. I would be quarantined for 2 weeks if I went to America. I don't even know if that's true or not because I don't believe the news anymore. But if that's the case, I was going to go to America for 2 weeks and then probably bounce into Mexico or Colombia and wait it out there. And if it took 3 or 4 months to get back to the Philippines, so be it. But that's I'm not going to spend 2 weeks in quarantine. I can't afford it. I don't want to do it. And it's just too many hoops. So I've decided just to put the whole idea, it was starting to crack me. You know what I mean? It was like, okay, now the vaccine's out, so everything should be fine. Well, no, the vaccine's out, but it's not fine. And then all these, the change of regime is there, which is what's and it's masks every day and blah blah blah. So this whole COVID thing, and I'm the last guy that should bitch. I know you guys want to get here or get somewhere, not necessarily here, but you want to go, and so I've just decided that I've been overly optimistic. And I had a real funky day yesterday, but today is Sunday. Today is Funday here in the Philippines. It's Sunday morning. It's going on 6 o'clock. And it's Sunday is my absolutely positively most favorite day here. There's very little traffic. There's stuff going on up at Valencia. And I just like Sundays, especially because of the traffic. There's less people out. Baby May's up, but she's got a migraine, so she's laying down with a leaf taped to her head. I don't know if I want to disclose that. I don't know if I want to give them. I don't know. I'll think about that. I worked at a few. Okay, what's the impacts of COVID? How are you fighting the economy there now? Finding the economy here. That's a tough one too. I thought that I saw a lot of businesses go out of, I've seen businesses go out of business. Guys that just couldn't make it any longer without any business. Some stores have shut down. I haven't seen, I was expecting stuff like a rise in crime, which I didn't see. I haven't seen a lot of, I didn't see a lot of stuff that I thought I would see. I know that it's impacting people, but it's not as apparent as it is, say, in the States, where people are in lines for food and getting all this government assistance and, waiting for their stimulus money while the Senate does nothing. So I haven't seen it affected. I know it has, but I have to be honest with you guys. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen a lot of desperation or starving people or anything like that. I think it's a community that at least here in Little Dumaguete that kind of helps. It helps each other. Yeah, I got 10% was my number. And I don't know how California sustains itself. Yeah, that's true. I am a slacker. I keep reminding myself I'm retired. Yeah, I mean, that's, I hate to give advice, but I'm going to go ahead and do it because I think it's solid advice. I can't give you like personal advice, but knucklehead, what's the word? Stone and mortar kind of advice I can give. And so the mail forwarding thing is for $25 a month. Whew, what a deal. Because I'm relying on another person back in the States, and that can get funny. And then the whole thing about the residents can save you guys some money. Oh, thanks. Thank you. I'm getting fat as a tick. Which is intentional. I gave up dieting in December because I knew I was hosed. And the reason I knew I was hosed is this. May and I are social people. And so she hosted some parties, and then we were invited to some parties. And if I go to someone's party or home, they always offer food and drink. And when I was dieting, I used to decline. And that was really opened up a can of worms. That is insulting to people. And so out here. And so I just said, you know what? December's a wash. And then January, I said, that's the year or that's the month that all these New Year's resolutions and whatnot come out. So I'm going to avoid that too. And so February 4th is the day that I'm going to do a little diet thing. And I'm going to make videos about it. Now, whether I make those public or not, I don't know, because I've got a lot of private videos that I've done, and I've kept that way. So maybe I'll share those with you guys, like a progress report. Are you really? We've had a crazy amount of rain this time of year, which is really stupid and unusual. It's cooler. It's about 10 degrees cooler January, February. It's like a high season, if you will. If you were going to come here for vacation, I would say come in January or February and enjoy the cooler weather. And but for some reason, and the rainy season is more like July, August. But we've had rain every day for about 5 months. Not one day has gone by that it hasn't rained in 5 or 6 months, at least up here. Yeah, I love my country too. I think it's the greatest country on the planet. That will never change. I think it's 90% is just great people, and the 10% making the noise are a bunch of dicks, but The average temperature here in Valencia depends again on the time of year. In July, it feels like the Serengeti. But right now, I would say it's currently 75 degrees. Sun's just starting to come up. Yeah, I might take you up on that, bro. I got a lot of stuff I got to do too. Like I got credit cards and debit cards that are expiring. I need to make some phone calls. And making phone calls, I got to set up like a Google Voice or a Viber or something like that on the computer because I never call. One time I called, it cost me like $22. So it's put on hold and I had to call my bank. But, or I got to get a VPN or all that kind of crap. But a VPN, that's another thing you might want to set up. For example, I cannot contact Social Security from this IP address. They won't take it from out of the country. And good news is I haven't needed to contact them. But if I wanted to or had to, I would have to set up a VPN. VPN is just a fake IP address. That's okay, Maria. You're entitled because you're twice as nice. So you get to post as many times as you like. Well, yeah, I had this real depressing conversation. I had a real depressing day yesterday. It wasn't depressing. It was just one of those shitty days. I had a flat tire, which is okay. And I took it down and I got 2 new tires put on the bike, which is okay. So that was all right. And didn't cost very much. It was like $25. And I got a nice guy that did it. But it's like everything that I went to go do yesterday just kind of, May and I went and saw some friends over at Liquid. That was nice. And what's happened is I've had some really cool conversations with a 2 different guys that I've just met recently. And we've really had like a real life conversation. It wasn't some bitch session. It wasn't some knucklehead stuff. It was about really interesting guys talking about really interesting things. And just invited both of them to be on the channel, and they both declined. So that's okay. But yesterday, May made a video with a couple of girls over here, women, sorry. And I bailed out because I wanted to do a video. I didn't know if I was going to make it public or not, but I really wanted to make a video about this conversation, and I wanted to do it while it was fresh in my mind. So I'd talked to 2 different guys about 2 different topics, and I like to record all that stuff so I can go back later and look at it if I so desire. And I went up to a place called Casa Rural Falls, and I figured it would be quiet, and it was packed with people. And then there was some guy there that wanted me to come and chat with him. And so he didn't know me from the channel or anything. He just wanted to talk. And then he wanted to tell me all of these conspiracy theories. And I told Baby May this morning, I said, thank God you called me yesterday, because my phone rang and I said, oh, look, I've got to go. You ever sit down with one of those people that are like, they look around like this and they tell you their theory. He was talking about that people are taking needles and injecting them into kids' foreheads and extracting some kind of stuff, and then people inject them. Weird. This guy was just like, and I trying to gracefully get away from him. Thank God May called me, let me know she was done. I've been to Mexico a zillion times when I was a kid. I used to go over there. I used to spend my summers in Coronado, down in San Diego. And then we would, when I became 18, we'd bump over the border and go over there and drink and, do 18-year-old stuff. And I honeymooned with my first wife in Mazatlan. So I liked Mexico. Never been to Colombia, but my friend Gary's going there, I think tomorrow or the next day. He got a ticket for like $96 from Detroit to Colombia. And so what my plan was to go home, go ahead and go home and see my dad and go to Vegas and try to see my kids and some friends and spend 2 weeks. And then I was going to bounce into Mexico, and then I was going to bounce into Colombia and go see Gary. And then hopefully by then I figured Philippines would let me back in. And if not, I had already, it was really interesting. This really speaks to Baby May's character, was every time I've gone on vacation, Baby May puts on the I just bit a Xanax face, Yeah, leave it. And this time I said, you know what, I was kidding around with her. I said, I don't want to leave you for a long time, so I'm not going to go. I was just kidding around. And she's just, no, I'll be fine. You go see your father. That's the only time she's encouraged me to leave. And so family first, with her, she knows the importance of it. And so anyway, what I was going to do was just pay up 5 or 6 months, I guess, rent here. And then just try to live small because, the budget only goes so far, right? And I just decided to shine it on. Too much with the quarantines and the masks and the regulations and the tests, and things keep changing. And good morning, Sean. Yeah, that's exactly my point. You're spot on. Is I've decided, you know what? Some things you just got to let go of, and I can't control it. I don't have any control over any of this. And that's where people get frustrated, at least I do, is when I can try to control the uncontrollable. And there are going to be things that just spin out that you can't fix. You can't, no matter what. You don't have the power. Yeah, I can hear you. Richard, don't buy a house, brother. Richard used to be my neighbor at the old apartment, and I know you're getting frustrated, right? I think prices on houses are probably due for a change in a couple of years. We'll see. I don't think this is a good time to buy. Just keep renting. Is that right? No quarantine in Vegas? Is that what you mean by I'm cool in Vegas? See, I don't know about California. California's always got different rules. Yeah, I know Dave. Dave was on the channel. He was one of the first guys that I interviewed. Nice man. He just had a birthday, and I know his wife Janet, and he built a house out here, and that's what I did a video about, or he actually did a video about. I just listened. So yeah, I know Dave. A very nice guy. Yeah. Saturdays also are cool. Again, it's all wrapping around traffic and lack of it. Because when it's thick traffic, it's just brutal. It's dangerous too. And I was driving around on a low tire for 2 days without knowing it. And because I have that stuff put in that fix a flat, if you will. So when I got my front tire got punctured somewhere, and it went low, and the bike was sort of feeling squirrely, and I just thought it was feeling squirrely. I didn't even realize it. Then I looked at the tire and said, "Oh." So we went to go get air in it, and they said, "No, it's going to happen." I am, yeah, I am. That's a concern. It's gone down from 50 to 47. I was real happy at 50. When I first moved here, it was 46. It could go to 40, and that'd be cool. I did a video a while back about, can I live here on $1,000? And I can. I live on $1,500 for the most part. In December, we lived on $2,300. It varies. But we bought a bunch of people about a bunch of stuff over Christmas. That's other videos that we keep private too. So, what was I going to say? Yeah, that's a concern. That's something you got to keep your eye on. Good morning. Yeah, she swears by it. May's answer to fixing everything is May's go-to answer to fix anything actually is to boil water. Whenever I tell her something's wrong, she goes, "Hold on, I'll boil some water." Let's see. Don't go to California. They'll try to tax you. Reached mindset this morning. Do not sweat anything but big ticket items. Then I'm gone. Hell with the small stuff. Yeah. I understand there is a tax for being in California for, I think, more than 3 months or 6 months or something like that. But like I said, I would bounce in. I would be there for a week, and then go to Vegas for a week. That's the plan, or was the plan. And then I was just going to, since the Philippines is the last to open, I figured it wouldn't open for 4 or 5 months. And then I just decided to shine it on when I heard about the quarantine. I'll see what happens with the vaccine. It might play out. It might come out better. But everything seems to be in slow motion right now. So I just decided to shine it on. Yeah. The raise for Social Security this year, I got an extra $22 is what my check went up by. There's been 2 or 3 times where it's never gone down in the history of Social Security, but it's never gone up like 3 times, I think. So it went up the year before. I think it went up about $40, if I remember correctly, 30 or $40. And this year it went up by $22. So you do get a cost of living increase every year, unless it's 0, but it never contracts. It never goes lower. Yeah, it's a weird deal, dude. I didn't know it was going to take this long. I had no clue it was going to take this friggin' long. I honestly thought that once the vaccine rolled out, no matter who was president, that I was under the impression with this warp speed and all that jazz that the military was going to distribute it and it was all under control. But it doesn't seem to be that way, does it? Again, I get my news a day or 2 late. It just seems to me that you could, if they've got all this stuff manufactured, and there's 2 or 3 other people manufacturing, right? You can't just get it to Walgreens and CVS, do it that way. It's free, isn't it? Or do you have to pay for it? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that was the whole point. That was the whole real reason. It's been almost 4 years. And you're right. Risky. I could bring something from the plane too. So anyway, that's why I say, just, you know what, give it to God. And I heard a great quote, not quote, but a great little motivational thing from Denzel Washington. He was speaking at a university, and he says, when you wake up in the morning, I hope your slippers are really far underneath your bed, because you should start every morning on your knees. And that's what May does. You know, every day she gives thanks to God first before she does anything. I like that. Johnny Mac's. Do I remember the casino restaurant in Henderson? No. When I went to the casinos, I used to always go to the buffets. I used to go to the station casinos because they had a player's card. And I used to go on like Tuesdays or Wednesdays because there would be some sort of like 2 for 1. Or I'd get coupons in the mail from them. They were great deals. And that was, especially when I was raising the kids, because I would use those 2 for 1s. And speaking of Sundays, we'd go to church. And then after that, we'd go out to lunch. And we always went to a casino, to the buffet. It was easy. It was cheaper. And the Sundays were usually the expensive buffets. But when I had the coupon from the thing, it would be reasonable. We could get away with it. And then during the week, God, I'd go eat for $4 or something like that. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. And who's to say it's wrong? You know what I mean? So she grows all these plants in the house. I'm looking at them. You can't see them. But she's got them outside. And 5 or 6 of them are medicinal plants. And she uses them and believes in them. So probably right. Oh, thanks, Vincent. I appreciate that. Well, I hear all kinds of stuff, but, you know, to me, the proof is in the pudding. I never cash a check until it's in the bank and cleared. Yeah, interesting. You mentioned Thailand. The guy that I was talking to that I found so fascinating has spent the last, I don't know, 15 years in Thailand. And he's been traveling since he was 18 years old. Never had a bad day in his life. Super cool guy. And him and I he's a couple years older than me. We both have the same taste in music. I met him over at a guy named Stash Wagner's house. Stash is a musician. And I think I'm going to see Stash later on this week. And I'm going to have him sing Don't Bogart That Joint. And then I'm going to do another interview with Stash and let you guys enjoy that. I also saw Justin, who's done some concerts, if you guys have tuned into that. And he's recently had a seizure. So they put him on different medications. And he's been dealing with some, been feeling a little melancholy. He hasn't really felt up to doing much. So I told him, brother, it's on your timeline, man. Let me know when you're ready. We'll come over and we'll do another concert. And we'll try to raise some money for him. Truth in lending. That's the only time we ask for money is when it's for someone else. I agree with that. Someone asked earlier, have I seen the economy tank? And I've seen businesses fail, of course, but I haven't seen the people like in any kind of state of crazy disarray. I mean, maybe I'm just got a blind eye to it. I know May has been contributing to her family somewhat. But that's more or less because of the first of the year is really tough on businesses. January is a very tough year on businesses out here because that's when they collect all the taxes and renew the business licenses and do all that. And so her family has a small business in Chaton, which they sell tobacco, and they needed 2,000 or 3,000 pesos, which May sent off to them because they didn't have it. That was just to keep the business alive. If they give a raise, do we get it? Think of 100. Well, if you're talking about the raise on Social Security, I did get it on this check. It was $22. Yeah, it's there's a real community of people out here, and so if one's got extra, they tend to share a lot. And then there are people out here that are quietly helping. And some people in a big way and some people in a small way. I hear there's a military problems with them harassing foreigners in Cebu. The military's harassing foreigners? I haven't heard anything about that. You have no tourists allowed into the Philippines in 2021. Will you still go home to visit? No. The logistics don't work. That is a fact. We were going to do a tour for you guys of the Bricks Hotel. And stupid me, it's closed. I just, one of those space out old man moments. And so May and I have made a bunch of videos that just have been crappy. And so we just shined them on. And poor baby May did a video and it got, what happened to it? Oh, it got a subscription strike. It was one of her little dance numbers. And then she went to load it again. She fixed it, whatever the problem was, but it showed that it was a day old. And she was all tweaked about that. And then I interviewed a black guy, and what happened there? Oh, Google censored me and demonetized it because he said the N-word. I didn't. He did. He's a black guy. He's entitled to say what he wants to say, right? But the algorithm picked that up. They said, well, no, they shut me down. It's been a weird month. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what, man? I passed out yesterday. Like I said, I had this weird day, and May was really sympathetic to me because I kept leaving and then coming back. And then I'd leave and I'd come back. And then I'd leave and I'd come back. So we had all these goofy errands like pick up laundry, fix the tires. When she had her girlfriends over here, they'd never been here before. They'd never met me before. So immediately they were terrified of the big, bad, fat, white guy. And so I knew that going in. So I said, I'm going to bail. I'm going to leave you guys alone because May wanted to make a video. And they can't do it with me here because they get too weirded out. So I went up to this place called Casa Royal Falls, which is just a 10-minute ride from my house. And thought that would be a nice drop. And it was really crowded, really noisy. And I said, well, this ain't going to work. And then that guy found me and he pulled me over to the table, told me his theory. Hey, Paul, that's the suppression to cover that's for the line. Okay. Say hi to baby May. My bed is calling me. All right. Enjoy your Sunday too, Maria. Sleep tight. I will tell May you send hugs and kisses. How's that? Greetings, Boston. How you doing, Lenny? How can you not like a guy named Lenny? Everybody should have a buddy named Lenny. Diet vids, yuck. Yeah, like I said, it would be more of a progress report. Yeah. Well, you see, I'm thinking ahead here. You're right on, Jim. You actually pegged it. Because see, I'm a time management freak. And so I like to look 5 steps ahead, try to plan, right? And so that's why I faded December. I said, there's no point in trying to eat healthy or low carb or any of that kind of stuff in December. And then January, I guess, truth in lending, I just kind of got lazy and said, I don't want to make a New Year's resolution because, that always backfires. And then I knew my birthday was coming up and there's going to be cake and all that good stuff. And if I don't eat it, then everyone's going to have an attitude. So May and I, by the way, are going to do just her and I for the birthday this year. We're just going to go. She's got some resort she wants to go to. Yeah. Is there like a thing like El Nino or something going on? I don't know. It's a weird weather pattern and it's cloudy right now. And I got soaked day before yesterday. It was super dry. And then all of a sudden when I got to Valencia, it started pouring rain and I just got soaked to the bone, which doesn't bother me. But it's just dangerous. You know what I mean? I don't mind getting wet. You come home, you take a shower and that's that. It's no big deal. It's not like I'm going to work and I just got my suit ruined. I'm coming home, but it just makes for very dangerous driving. I wear glasses, obviously. I have to take the glasses off because they're getting pelted with rain. And so my vision's impaired and the road is slick and it's, yeah, Filipino time. I can dig it, man. Good morning, Arizona. Well, you know what? The rain is like, I was in love with the rain at night. Every night here it rains. I don't know of a night that it hasn't. And that's very calming to me. It clears the air. It's fresh. It waters everything. Takes the dust and the pollution and all that crap out. Waters the plants. It's good at night. But during the day, if you're planning anything out, it just makes 5 months, it gets a little old. Well, I cuddled with baby May last night. She's fine. She's got a headache. It's a proverbial headache. I don't even know where that is. We're going to go to Palawan, Bahal, and back to Sikihor. So we'll do some videos from there, or at least May will, on her channel. Yeah, so there's something going on. To answer your question, absolutely. There's tons of cyclists out here. I don't know of any groups, but I see a lot of locals, a lot of Filipinos cycling for exercise. And I know that a lot of guys, foreigners do it too, but I don't know if they have a group. No. In fact, that was a question that I had for Social Security before I left. I called them up and I asked them, I said, hey, is there an issue with me living out of the country and collecting my Social Security? And the lady on the phone said, why would there be? It's your money. Because I paid into it. So I guess that's got something to do with it. It's not an entitlement or a benefit or anything. It's an investment that I made and anybody else that collects it made. It's our money that we're just getting back. So she said, nah. And I have it sent to an American bank. I don't have it sent here. I would never do that. Hello, Adam. Yeah, man. I'm guilty of being too polite and too generous sometimes. So, but I'm starting to change. I'm starting to be one of those guys that says, "Hey, get off my lawn." I don't know what that means. Yeah. And then what else did you want me to do? I bump into these guys every now and then, and they always tell me to watch a video. Hey, do you know about this video? No? Well, you got to watch it. Why? Because it tells you what's really going on. Oh, okay. Tell you what's going on. I have not seen Chuck the Groundhog yet. I still need to watch friggin' Chuck the Groundhog. Good morning, Chris. You guys are funny. Hey, good morning. In fact, Cambodia. I heard Cambodia is a cool place to live. Is that true? Someone I met the other day said it was half price. I don't know if it's, what was the downside? I think the danger level or something like that, but hail the chicken is right, Gizmo. Good old Gizmo came up with that. Room picker. Hey, California. If I leave the Philippines, I'd take baby with me. I mean, if I was to bail out, change my mind, I would take May with me. Yeah. In fact, we were talking about that with a normal person about it's kind of a perfect scenario sometimes when you have, a cool Filipina as your companion and you go to maybe a more modern setting that they would dig. I've been saving, and the one thing I haven't done is made any videos this month, so I haven't made any YouTube money. But It's like I said, I'm retired, so, and I don't want to do videos for the sake of doing videos. Then I'm really compromising myself. Yeah, Richard is back in the States talking about buying a house, and I'm doing everything I can to talk him out of doing that. A guy did tell me that, and I tend to believe this, is that the markets are going to crash, the housing market. I'm seeing just signs because I was there for it, and I went through the Great Recession, and I saw houses spiking. I see houses spiking again, and free money and all that happy stuff, and moratoriums. Again, I could be totally off on this, but I've had a couple other guys that are a lot smarter than me say, watch out in a couple of years because it's going to go down. So that might be a time that I might buy a house. Good morning, Ohio. All you and your subscribers investing in Earth 2. I don't know anything about it, Sandra. I honestly don't. Maybe some of the subscribers do. Grumpy Dude Barrett, super sticker. Thank you very much, man. Did I miss something? Let's see. I think I jumped here. God dang it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out where I was. Well, I'm way behind. Jeez Louise. I apologize, kids. My computer's been freezing. Okay, I'm just going to go here. If I missed you, I apologize. Good morning. You guys talking amongst yourselves again? Malaysia is a place that I do want to visit. And I'd like to take, and of course, I want to take May over there with me. Yeah, got that right. That and boiling water. Dudes, if I missed your comment, I apologize. Have you shared some pertinent after death? Yeah, I have. I have set that up. And we just talked about that yesterday, as a matter of fact. If something happened to baby May tomorrow, God forbid, I know exactly where her money is, and I know where she wants it to go, and I know her PIN number, and I know where her card is, and vice versa. She knows where my stuff is, and I've written it all down. And she would probably need to take it to, one of my friends and say, can you help me with this? Because she gets super nervous when she's trying to do ATMs or any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, and everything goes to her. RV would be kind of the way to go. They don't sell that out here. Yeah, there's the guy that's going to Colombia right there. So you had to do a test, and then you're going to Colombia. So him and I chatted yesterday about all this. So I would have to take a test. It would have to come up negative, and then get on a plane. And I don't know if I've got to be quarantined or not. So, but anyway, I might be seeing you sooner than later. Who knows? Or later than sooner. Morning from China. Boiled water improves circulation. According to May, boiled water fixes everything. Maria, thank you very much, sweetheart. Gary's going to Colombia. Greetings. Santa Marta. Upstate New York. How are you, Mikey? Yeah, you know what? It's like I said, things beyond my control. I just stop. It's just like enough already. My old line. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Those were my plans. Didn't happen. Yeah, I'm guilty of that all the time. The helmet's more of a distraction than a help to me. And so, yeah, guilty. Guilty as charged. I like the wind in my hair. No vaccine, no fly. Well, supposedly the Philippines got something like I don't know, pick a number, 3 trillion doses. I don't know. They got a bunch of doses for free, but they're charging 3,000 pesos for them. That's what I heard. Anyway. Who is getting the bigger slice of the cake out of you and the others? I don't know what that means, Harriet. Free in the States? Yeah, I figured as much. Supposed to be free here, but from what I understand, they're charging. I do pay for Part B. I think it's just cheaper to have it. Go ahead and pay for it. And if I canceled it, I'd have to pay penalties and catch up. And again, I'm trying to think, 10 years from now, if I make it that long and I'm back in the States getting resuscitated of some sort, it's better to have it than not. And there's some supplemental insurance I could buy, but I haven't. Yeah, again, I've just decided that the world's in slow motion and it's really in discombobulation mode. And never waste a good crisis. There's way too much money being made off of this. So there might be a third, fourth, fifth punch they decide to throw, just to keep the chaos going. Keep making that money. Yeah. Again, that was one of the things that surprised me. I really thought that they had amped that up and had it ready to go. That was the message that I was hearing. And I don't know where that dropped. I understood that Biden was going to, what do they call it when they take over a factory and say, hey, you stop making hand cream and start making vaccines. So that would be good. Trump did that with the respirators, which nobody used. Off to Thailand in March. One of the Philippines, that's a no-no. Oh, yeah. Thailand is letting people in, right? Because my friend AJ's going there. You got to quarantine. That's what it is. But you get to quarantine in a nice hotel. And I hear it's not that bad a quarantine. Any thoughts on Bitcoin? It's one of those things that I'm not good with this kind of stuff, buying gold and all those investments. Every time I've tried to invest in the stock market or anything, I've lost. Of course, Bitcoin is one of those things where you wish you'd have bought it at 20 cents because it would be worth $100,000. No, I don't. I just don't play with it because I don't understand it. So if I don't understand it, I don't do it. I do need to start investing my money, though. I actually like the idea. I don't like the idea of the market collapsing, but if the real estate market was to collapse again and houses were going to be dirt cheap again, I would have more faith in doing that. I think so. I've had guys tell me I'm an idiot for having it because it's $144 that's taken out of my check every month. And that I could be using that for other things and blah, blah, blah. But I just feel better having it. And if like I said, if I canceled it, the $144 just doesn't change my life. You know what I mean? Yeah, I wouldn't want to start a business here or anywhere. I'm retired, so I don't want to go to work. I don't want to show up. I don't want to have a schedule. I don't want to make a schedule. I don't want to have employees. I don't want to have overhead. But that's a true statement. And I've watched a zillion guys fail and lose. There's an old joke. If you want to leave the Philippines with $1 million, come with 2 million. Yeah, I don't know the exact percentages, but you cannot own the majority of it. Now, I know a couple of guys out here that own businesses and they're rocking and rolling. They're doing good. And I actually did a little bit of the video on that whenever I did a video. I can't remember when. But I was talking about that to some degree. And they're present. They're engaged. They're there. They're watching things. Why in the world you would invest all kinds of money, open up a business, and leave it into the hands of a 25-year-old girl that you're paying $6 a day to work, who's on her phone, is beyond me. But they do it. I always associate good. Everything is good with food. Harriet, how many more bums heading to my country? Harriet, are you here in the Philippines? Are you resentful? Trump wants a third party? Well, good for Trump. Hey, Norway, what's going on? Oh, there's Jean-Claude May's crush. I wish May was awake right now. I'm going to make sure she sees that, Jean-Claude, because I know you always send her like 100 million kisses and one for me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm going to go right to May's headache. I can tell you a story about a conversation I had yesterday with but I won't go there. Oh man, I did have a comment though from a woman. Maybe it was that Harriet lady. I don't know. She has some. I think I pinned it because I like to take the snarky people on my channel and pin them. Oh, here's a comment for you. I was looking at May's channel this morning because she's sick, and I was looking at we hold comments for review with Baby May because some guys get really stupid. And you know what this guy said? She did a dance video, and this guy's comment, I quote, was, "I've been watching you for the last 7 months. You've gained a lot of belly fat. Remember, your body is the Lord's temple." That was his comment. What's going on, Daddy-O? We're just here shooting the shit. The problem, Chuck, is that it keeps changing on me. So, and the getting back into the Philippines keeps changing. So, you're right. I appreciate that information. I don't have any problem getting a test. I don't have any problem wearing a mask. But I have a problem with quarantine, and I have a problem with what's going to happen after I got there and I want to go somewhere else and the rules change again or something new pops up. So I guess I'm a little afraid of the unknown. In other words, let's just say I leave tomorrow and I go to the States and I go there for a couple of weeks and I plan to go to Mexico or I plan to go to Colombia and see my friend Gary. And for some reason that's changed because there's a new thing going on. So I've decided just to wait until this thing settles the frig down and then go. Much different. And there is a lot of power by giving up all your stuff to a higher power and releasing that. I've been meaning to do more videos about that kind of stuff. In fact, I started a men's small group just for that very purpose with a couple of like-minded guys, because there's no church out here that I like, and I miss that. I miss those conversations. So there's a couple of guys, and we're going to start meeting once a week. And here's Harriet's a hater. Okay, desperate men wanting young girls. Maybe it's a good idea. Yeah, all kept out. Well, there you go, Harriet. So instead of Desperate Housewives, we're Desperate expats. And that's a new TV show. I think Harriet's the one that made the comment on my channel. But we call you guys Karens. You guys want to say anything to Harriet? I guess Harriet's here in country and doesn't like me. And we're all desperate men wanting young girls. Thanks for sharing, Harriet. No, it's brutal. There is some kind of different formula that they're thinking about using that's tied, I think, to the poverty index that would change it. There was a guy that I was listening to for a while, but I got bored with it. So yeah, I don't know about this military thing. I know there was some kind of military thing in Cebu, but that was way back when something happened. Harriet might be a guy. You don't know. I mean, you know. See, Harriet's got you lit up now, right? You started it, Harriet. Oh my God. Yeah, that's me. I crapped out early though. I still got 8 hours of sleep. Hail the chicken is right, Gizmo. No matter what, just hail the chicken. That fixes everything, right, buddy? Friggin' chicken. Up, you'll find most YouTube bums cannot afford to live in the Philippines. I've been struggling for the last 4 years, Harriet. Please help me. Harriet, you want to come on live with me? I'll send you a link. Okay, come out and see us. Thanks for that, Jeff. I'll give that to May's Headache Fund. No. Harriet hasn't said anything like other than speaking her mind, which is okay. It's okay for Harriet to I don't have a problem with that. I'm a free speech guy. It's all good. If she was to make a comment about a physical appearance or a defect or something really, really ugly about, May or sex, or, you know what I'm talking about. But right now she's just, saying we're a bunch of bums. And I think that's okay. If that's what her opinion is, then let's go ahead and put it out there. I would bring just under 10 grand because that would be the legal amount. I think you should start off here with as much cash as humanly possible, which is like $9,999.99. I just had a conversation with this cat that's lived all over the world. And I did ask him this question. This was going to be like part of the video that I was going to do. I said, where are the most aggressive women? And he said, oh, America. Totally America. And I said, where's the second most? He said, Denmark. Here's Harriet. Because it's the truth. It's your truth, Harriet. It's true to you, baby. Now go get me a cup of coffee. That's what Harriet believes. God bless her. Hail the chicken. See, it's got fun. I had no idea that they was going to start off with God bless Harriet. I'm glad she's here. Yeah. I have a balance of having a couple of drinks. I know guys that are in super good shape out here. And yeah, they have a pop or two. Yeah. Credit cards are pretty much worthless out here. I shouldn't say that. They're not as prevalent out here. Cash is king out here. It's a cash society, so I would just come with cash. And then there's there's safe place, there's money belts, and there's lock totes, and there's things that you can have that protect it, so it doesn't get stolen. Of course, that's be my primary concern. Was my concern. I was totally paranoid when I came over here because I had cash and credit cards and all that kind of stuff, and I was just convinced that I was going to get robbed, but it didn't happen. And what else? Credit cards I use for buying stuff like on Amazon. I've been buying stuff for, I got to buy a new computer again. This one keeps freezing. What else? Plane tickets, but I haven't bought any of those in a long time, obviously. But mostly I use the credit card for my online purchases because I'd rather use that than a debit card. Because if I have an issue with the purchase, it's easier to dispute with a credit card than it is the debit card. Just did my taxes for the last time. IRS closed until, really? Yeah, I wouldn't take that vaccine. I mean, again, it just wouldn't happen. That's true. I mean, 2 days ago, I would have argued that with you, but today I can't. Hello from Bonnie, Scotland. I'm Scottish, they tell me. Harriet is rolling in desperate men. We should start a little TV show called Desperate Expats. Remember that show, Desperate Housewives? It was an awesome show. What happened to that show? Thank you very much. I'm surprised Harriet didn't send me a super sticker. Come on, baby. Oh, you know what, man? That is something that I want to do this year. And it's due to my lack of editing skills. And, but that is something that I am going to do. I'm going to start keeping some of my, I just delete it because I try to save room on my phone. I use my little cell phone for make videos and the storage gets used up. And so I have to delete all that stuff or else I can't make another video. And so, but yeah, the outtakes are really super funny. And we don't have that many outtakes, to be honest with you. We, on my channel, I pretty much just set up the phone and go. But every now and then something's happened. Like, I think the most common problem has been I've had a coughing fit right in the middle of it. Here's Harriet. If my country had more money, you think we would need that? Do not think so. Easy for men to take advantage. Harriet, I'd go into detail with you, baby, but I don't have that kind of time. Yeah. And here's what Harriet's saying is, God bless Harriet. She sees guys like me come in. She's probably seen expats behaving badly, getting with young girls, using and abusing them and dropping them. And that may be what Harriet's been exposed to. I don't think Harriet's quite familiar with my relationship with May, where May's 35 years old. May is on a path of being empowered, making her own living, as opposed to sweeping floors. She's making videos. She has a future with that. And so, it's okay, Harriet. I feel you, baby. That's right. Harriet is entitled to her opinion. And as long as Harriet stays civil, she can speak as much as she wants here. Because if you think about it, always I try at least to always put myself in the other person's position. And maybe that's happened to her. Maybe she's observed it. Maybe, and then there's the opposite. Maybe she's jealous of it or whatever. But apparently she's watching my channel for some reason. I don't know what it is. Certainly not my good looks. It does work both ways. You're right also, Gizmo. You're right. There are the women that take advantage of the guys. So, there's her story, there's his story, and somewhere in the middle, there's the truth. I don't know. How much are you planning to spend? I mean, I don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to tell somebody else what to do or where you're staying, or that should be something that would be easy to figure out. I mean, if you look online, you go, okay, I'm going to stay at this hotel and it costs this much a night. And if you want me to give you a number for food, $20 a day. How's that sound? No. That's actually a good point, Roy. The country doesn't need to be as poor as it is. Well, Harriet, God bless you. You are entitled to your opinion, and it's welcome here on my channel. Just keep it civil is all we ask. And these guys, when they respond, they need to be civil to Harriet. But I would be interested in hearing your story or why you feel that way. I think that would make for an awesome video. Harriet's side of the story, why you feel that way. And I'm sure you've got some valid points and examples. Yeah. I like to think that myself and some of my friends are some of the good guys. I've never exploited any of the women out here. I've been exploited by them to some degree. Baby May didn't come over here with a gun to her head, that's for sure. This was her choice. I've given her the opportunity to fish as opposed to feed her fish. I've taught her to fish. And other guys are doing the same thing. I think it's awesome. And I've done everything I can to promote other girls, women, I should say, to become empowered by promoting their channels. And YouTube is something that you can succeed or fail at. Look at the Filipina P. There's a perfect example. Do you know that she had like 1,000 subscribers when she came on my channel 7 or 8 months ago? And I just checked on her today. She's one of the things that makes me happy is she's got 50,000 subscribers. And she works, she's dedicated. She's motivated. She has a plan. She works hard. It pays off. And I'm really proud of the fact that I was a small part of that because I promoted her channel back when she had 1,000 subscribers and I had 5,000 subscribers. And now I've got 20,000 and she's got 50,000. So she's more than doubled me in 7 months of being on YouTube. And so that's one of the things that I did was grant her access to my audience, Harriet. And then she's done such a great job because it's all driven by content that she's now empowered and making money. I think that I could go on and on, but I won't. Can you bring your car over there? And what's the condition of the roads? Well, over here, the conditions of the roads are awful. And from what I understand, trying to import a car is financially unviable. Better off just to buy a car. Me too. Don't know your point of reference, Harriet. You get the basic pension outside Australia. You just don't get the levies for electricity. Oh, okay. So you get like a different amount. Yeah, Harriet, you got to understand that it's just not here in the Philippines that people exploit one another, rich or poor. Again, I don't know what your position is coming from. Everything's cool, man. May gives you a shout out, by the way, Sheen. I think. Okay. Good night, Gizmo. Hail the chicken, right, buddy? Yeah, man, it feels like community issues. Yeah, it's just, I don't like to get mad. I don't like to get even. I like to understand. I like to learn. Will you be required to leave your upcoming 3-year? Good question. I think that I've got a couple of years left. I'm going to need to check my passport. I think it's up in March. I think I planned it that way. Again, me and my plans. That's a good question. Vern bailed out of the country because his 3 years was up, but I think he could have gotten around that because of the COVID. I think they would have made a exception. Okay, we're going to put you on here one more time, Harriet. Then I'm going to start skipping you. Gizmo can go if that's the case. All right, enough of Harriet. We got you. We heard you the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, and that's enough of Harriet. I don't like it as much as some people do. I thought it was ice cream, but it's more like shaved ice flavored water. So, and it's got gummy bears and all that kind of stuff in it. So it's not really my thing, but other people, May loves it. That's true. Good old Harriet. Mm-hmm. We're going to get off the Harriet train for a while. I thought you went to bed, Gizmo. Good morning, Eddie. Yeah, all right. The news, man. Is that confusing? The news can be done in less than 30 minutes. I come from a time when they used to do that. All right, so I'm going to take old Harriet here, and I'm going to just put you in a timeout, sweetheart, because it's just, it's getting overdone. Thanks, baby. Thanks, baby boy Biff. We will take care of baby May. I like using Zoom. There's TransferWise, Western Union. There's all kinds of ways to get money over here. And Charles Schwab is, again, the kind of smart way of having an ATM over here because you get reimbursed for all your fees. So there's services that transfer money. For example, because I know this is important. Excuse me. I have money in my bank in America. My Social Security check gets deposited to my bank in America. And then I go on my service, which I use as Zoom, which I know there's cheaper stuff, but I use Zoom because I'm used to it. So I will say, okay, Zoom, give me $1,500. They'll charge me $9 or $10 to do that. And I get a number and I can take it to any money changing place here in town or bank and receive the funds. And I can choose to receive the funds in dollars or pesos. And that's how I do it. Grumpy old dude. Thanks, brother. That's going to go to May's headache fund. Poor May. I have not seen him since I did that. I would like to chat with him again. He's more in touch with Mark, my neighbor, and Mark and I are going to do a video here together in the next day or two. We were going to go live, and we still might. We might go live tonight, like at 9 o'clock or something, just to do something. Because we, honest to God, we like to BS with you guys and just see what's going on over there and answer questions and all that good stuff. But Critter Hunter is an interesting kid. And he's got a channel and he puts all this energy and effort into editing and stuff. So he's, I would like to talk to him again. Yeah. Yeah, we're moving along. I put Harriet in a timeout because you know what? Typical woman. She can't stop talking. I said bail on the Philippines. Why would I bail? Did I say bail? Well, I was going to bail out of the Philippines. Oh, if I had to bail out of maybe I can't remember what I said. If I had to bail out of the Philippines, let's just say there was a coup or there was I lost value on dollars. I just think that you should have backup countries to go to. I've said that previously. A plan B, plan C. But when I said bail, I just meant leave. I was going to bail out of here and go to America. Thank you very much. May does have plans. And, what's funny about her is that she's a very giving person. And she's a big and super duper Christian, which is very lovable. And every time that she gives somebody money, which she does under the table. I mean, she doesn't talk about it. We don't do videos about it. We don't show it, but she'll come to me and she'll say, look at what God did. Because like you just gave a donation of $10, right? Well, she just gave somebody $10 the other day. And so she'll say, when she sees this later, she'll say, look, I go, I know. No danger here. It's much safer than my home state, Alabama. I feel very safe in the Philippines. Hey, well, thanks, man. You know what's weird about that is I like numbers for some reason. I just always check them out. And I never ask anybody to subscribe to my channel. And I did, I did in the beginning. And then I did an experiment like last month, I think, where I said, okay, I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe. And I got 43 more subscribers than normal. So I know if I said that at the beginning of every video, that's the formula, I would get more subscribers. But I just am reticent to do that because I only want people to subscribe because they want to, not because I'm asking them to. But then I haven't done a video for a week, and I had a whole bunch of new subscribers this last week without doing anything. So I don't understand it. But thank you. I appreciate that. I like people to do it on their own volition. I always ask them to subscribe to Baby's channel, though, because she's really working hard. God is good. That is a good one. Ain't that truth? I'm not planning to see him again, but I would like to see him again. I don't know where he's at. He might be out doing a bunch of hunting of some big ass critters. I think Harriet, yeah, she does. I put Harriet in timeout because it was enough of Harriet already. But yeah, she's saying my country, our country, you're exploiting women, and it's only because we're poor. And so Harriet's an angry Filipina. And I think she's the one that I was just getting ready to mention that she left me a bunch of snarky comments on one of my videos. So I pinned it. I put it on top. Desperate expats. Maybe that would be a good video. That's a good title for a video, right? Now you just got to think of the content. Poor Harriet. I tell you, man, where the hell? Oh, now I got lost again. See, you guys made me laugh, and then I pushed the freaking button. Okay, I'm going to go here because it's as far as up as I can go. Harriet is probably a 40-year-old man, but he has a good chance that. I got lost, guys. I'm sorry, but I would love to go live with Harriet. That would be awesome. But I'm afraid you guys would, she would, I'm afraid you guys might get a little raunchy with her. So we don't ever want to insult the local Filipinas. I would be guilty of what I complain about if I did that. If I jumped on Harriet in an unruly fashion or called her a name or made fun of her. I also think she's got a voice, right? She's got an opinion. Just because it's not the same as mine or yours, she still should be able to air it here on the Old Dog channel. Can't do it here. Where can you? This is the last frontier right here, baby. I promise not to date a woman that can climb a coconut tree faster than me. I couldn't date anybody, buddy. You guys made me laugh when I lost my place. I know. Car biz. What was my favorite car? You know what? My favorite car, it was a 75 Monte Carlo. And I owned that when I was in my early 20s. Nicest car I ever owned. 75 Monte Carlo. Yeah, that's true. Philippines don't have basements. Greetings. I know. I was going to say something else. But I figured, okay, we'll just leave it at that. I'm glad you got that, Jim. Did you notice I called her baby? I like Asia, but I don't rule anything out. Latin America, I would love to go see. I would like to go to a lot of places I would like to go see. Who else was it that got real snarky? It'll come to me. Harriet does me a lot of good because she reminds me of who I could have met. Baby May's stock just went up. I was dying. That was one of the things I was going to do. I'll let out one of my little secrets is when I got to the States, I was going to video live from Walmart. Yeah. There's another guy that I follow, and I've yet to watch it. I'm really weirded out about setting up things online and hooking my bank to it. I'm really reticent to do that while over here. And you know what, guys? I have to apologize to you that send me messages that have attachments because I don't open them, or it says watch this video or here's this or check that, because a lot of them are viruses. So a lot of you guys send me stuff on Messenger, which I appreciate. And I do chat with a number of you privately on Messenger, but a lot of your stuff I don't open. See you next time, Terry. Thanks for coming along, buddy. Larry King died, did he? Larry King and Norm Macdonald were great together. I know. It is a yikes moment. I like Larry King. Well, dude, I don't know anything about laptops, which is probably why I own this piece of crap. I just bought the cheapest one I could, and it doesn't even have Bluetooth on it. So next time, I bought me a computer. It's a nice computer, but it's smaller. I'll probably go on Amazon, and I'll ask a couple of guys here that know. I need one that's this one keeps freezing. And it's got the little wheel on it that's like processing. They say it's the processor. It's a certain type that I got to get. I don't know. I got the old one and I need a new one. So I don't use the computer that much, but I did have some guys drop me a few dimes in my PayPal account, and I haven't been able to open it up. And I've been meaning to send emails, and it froze on me. So I'm behind on that. So I apologize. And comments. I wasn't able to get the comments until this morning. In fact, this thing froze up this morning. I almost didn't know if I was going to go live or not. Hello, Canada. I got that. Sup, boss? Never delete, send to cloud storage. Oh, well, I figure it's on YouTube. Yeah, I'd like to know her story. That's why I would like to invite her on and let her chat. And I'd ask all you guys to be really civil with her. Because here's the dealio. If she is a Filipina, we must be, number one rule, boys and girls, is to be respectful of the local culture. We are the visitors here, right? So I would never bash a local. Now, if it was some chick from Cincinnati, I'd get all over her. She's fair game. to the Philippines. Heart for freelancers. I'm not sure what God's going to allow me to do, but if I ever get to go, I have a heart for freelancers. This is the guy that made the comment about May having belly fat, and that I think this guy's out of his tree. I think you're out of your mind, dude. I think you've got mental issues, Tom. Donated. Now let's be nice to Harriet. See, this guy, you know what? Go F yourself. Yeah, I didn't know that. Did he just die? I'm liking Harriet. She has an opinion, but not all guys are made the same. Yeah, you know what? She has an opinion. Right, wrong, or indifferent. Who's to say? True statement there. Yes. Yeah, I got bites right now. That's true, but I think she is. I think by the way she was speaking and just the way that the phrase was structured, it sounded Filipino to me. Could be wrong. You never know. Well, typhoons are typhoons, brother, and they're going to just devastate whatever they hit. One reason I chose Dumageddon is that it generally doesn't, it gets the aftermath of typhoons, but doesn't take any direct hits. Probably would not live in the zone. No. I don't know, buddy. But it's there. Human beings, you know. I don't understand this communication. I'd like to hear a story. You know, I think they should lighten up. I hate Brussels sprouts. Yeah, warning. Watching from I'm sorry. Market not going to crash. Okay. I hope not. I hope not. But if it does, buy low, sell high, right? Okay. Major point. Got it. Yeah. P does great content. I'm like I said, I'm glad to have been a part of it. Is it? You never know about the pictures, bro. I would love to do it. That's exactly the person I'd like to be on it. Yeah. She's boring to me personally. I don't mean to, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory term because she's like a teacher. All right. So she's awesome for guys that if I didn't live here, if I was like in the mode to move to the Philippines, I would watch her religiously. And most guys do. And then she adds all these little cute things, and she's got a great sense of humor and all that good stuff. So yeah, definitely if you're coming out here, she's fun to watch. She does a lot of research. She does a lot of work. She puts a lot of time and energy into it. She deserves it. Thumbs up. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. I would bring a lump sum of money that would, if you're figuring you're going to live for, figure it can go, if it can go wrong, it will. Figure that the ATMs may not work. Make sure you call Charles Schwab and tell them that you're coming over, all this kind of stuff. But yeah, I would still bring the 10 grand and then use the Charles Schwab. That must be a private conversation. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, settle down. I don't know how much longer I should go here. What time is it? 27:25. Absolutely. Yeah, I gave you absolutely complete 100% respect for that remark. She's been on the channel. Yeah. She's a lot better looking than me. Everybody's better looking than me. Harriet set up a little shitstorm, didn't she? Let's see. Time to get off the Harriet. So yeah. That's we've had our time with Harriet. Thanks, Jim. We always like to help the old algorithm. I agree. Well, there's a critic of the P. She does script everything. That's part of the work ethic. So no, it wouldn't come out. And she told me that. I think she said that when we did the interview. It's been so long. But she said, I write down everything. And her and I told her on camera, I think, I said, we're polar opposites, which doesn't make her right or wrong. But again, you look at the subscriptions, she's at 50,000, I'm at 20. But that's, again, my respect meter goes way up because she's all in and deserves what she gets, whether it's scripted or not. I mean, you have to do what works for you. I couldn't read off of a script any more than The Man on the Moon. That's why I told her, I said, there's just no way. I have to shoot from the hip. See you, John. Enjoy. 5-year plan. That's right. Probably time to cut out. I am living proof that looks aren't everything is absolutely correct. She's still sleeping, man. She's down for the count. If she is coached, so be it. I mean, if it works, right? At the end of the day, she wants to make money, and she's doing that. Yeah, you do. Yeah, I put everybody to sleep. I'm better than a Xanax. Have to get COVID-19 test within 3 days of returning flight. Okay. They're coming or going. No, man. I mean, exploitation is universal, and I don't know why it gets such um, attention here in the Philippines. Maybe it's because the Filipinos are so beautiful, and guys are attracted to them, and they speak English. So maybe that's the catalyst, if you will. Um, but I'm sure there's Russian dating sites and name a country. And I heard that something like 50% of the world goes to bed hungry anyway. So it's not like the Philippines is the only poor country. I still would say that, oh, my computer's freezing. My mouse, what? Here it goes. Wait, okay, here we go. I don't think she's listening anymore. Let's see. I don't know. Boy, I am, that's a good question. And in a perfect world, I would be able to speak the language out here. I would love that. And language, it's just not my thing. And I love music, but I can't play a note. I don't understand. I can't sing. When I hear music, my whole body gets involved, but I can't dance. I can't explain it, But nothing I would love more than to be multilingual. I think that would be awesome. And to be quite frank with you, I lived for a year in Thailand, and I found that it was easier to pick up phrases there than here. For some reason, just the way to pronounce stuff. And they've got like, I don't know, 50, it's real tribal. So if you go to different areas, they speak different languages. So down in Zamboanga, Southern Mindanao is a totally different language than Cebuano. And Cebuano is different than Visayan. And it goes on and on. Tagalog is kind of the universal language. Thanks, buddy. She will be thrilled about that. Thank you very much. I'll make sure. Well, I wish I knew your name. You got a number there. Yeah, man. And it's like May, when she talks to me now, she ends every sentence with the word ba, B-A, ba, which means yes or no. She doesn't want me. She always wants me to just give her a yes or no answer. Nowhere man is constantly pushing. I don't know. Thank you very much. Well, some of these comments getting off the rails here. Invite here. I did. She's welcome to come on the channel. If you're still listening, I put her in a timeout, so she's probably pissed off because it was getting to be too much. It was like she made her point, and then that's it. And it's like some guys make the same comment 5 times, so we try to. At least I try to sort of sort through it a little bit because it gets redundant. Did you guys see my chicken steal my money? That's the best video I ever made. I had one guy write me saying that's 25 seconds of my life I will never get back. I did a 25-second video of the chicken stealing my money. It is all about choices. I'd go with Raging Bull. Yeah. So I've never wanted to be the biggest or the best, so I still just kind of stick to my guns on that. But every blue moon, I'll do it, but I don't know why. I ask on Maze. I try to get her subscriber base up. Yeah, that's what I like, because it would be, I always want to see people on the channel that are different and don't agree with me. I like that. And as long as we keep everything civil, it's good. That's the key, though. It's keeping everybody civil. I just learned what subscribing is. Really? Okay. You know what? I had the funniest conversation when I first started the channel was I had a guy message me, and his name, what was his name? I think his name was Ernie. And Ernie told me right out of the gate, that he was 100 years old. And I just fell in love with him. And I was like, really? And so I was chatting with him, and he would talk to me about stuff. And he said, boy, I really like your videos, And I said, did you subscribe? And Ernie said, no, I can't afford it. And I thought to myself, Ernie's 100. So I said, okay, Ernie, no problem. I didn't go into it's free. I didn't want to tell him it was free. I'll do that video with that. If you're talking about Harriet, I'll be happy to. But maybe we should do a video called Desperate Expats. I just don't know what the content would be. I just like the title. Yeah. If they allow themselves to be exploited. If they allow themselves to be. I never blame the Filipino. I blame the guy. I've sent money online to girls. I blame myself. Is she really? Is she? Is she jumping on everybody's channel? I wonder what the motivation is for that. That's what I wonder about. I mean, Harriet's Harriet. But if she's jumping on a bunch of channels like mine and bouncing around and making snarky comments, I wonder why? There you go. Another point of view. That's possible. Yeah. I know why people break my balls about being a car salesman. It's a lot of hard work. And some of the funniest people I know are in that business. Hey, brother, thank you very much. I feel kind of guilty because I haven't done any videos, but I am retired. But this is more fun. I don't know. I go through like stages, This is more fun to me because I like to engage. And I get up early, and it's like, I don't want to watch TV. I don't want to, I don't want to wake up May. She doesn't feel good. So but I like talking to you guys. Let's see. Hi, Paul. I'm a U.S. expat. If the U.S. never went there. You know what? That's a decent point. That's a decent point. Harriet's probably not aware of that. You never know, she might like it. Yep. love the old school cars. Bulldogs. Corinthian leather. A demo, a draw, and a day off. Remember that? What's up, young lady? Yeah, you can get by over here on English. It's all good. '72 Chevy Nova. That's a nice car, huh? Cars really turn me off now. All the gadgets and gizmos, and I think they're unsafe with all the electronics and games and shit that they got on the dashboard. It takes your eye off the road. Shout out to Harriet. God bless the Harriets of the world. Okay, she was civil. She had an opinion. It differed from ours. She's resentful of us. She doesn't like us. She wasn't afraid to tell us that, but you know what? She's got a right to say it. So God bless good old Harriet. That was You guys are funny today. What happened to you guys? You guys take happy pills or something? Yeah, VPN is definitely worth the cost. That's a nice car. I don't know, David. I think she did know what she was doing. God, I would love it. I would love to have Harriet on. I can't say it enough. Me too. Me too. I know. He was married 8 times. What is up with that? Yeah, if you guys got any inside information on a good computer to buy, she will. We may just shine today on, if necessary. What were we going to do today? We were going to go to the Valencia market, and I think she said we were invited to some friend's house for a little barbecue. But, I'm flexible. I'm a 320 computer guy. I always found Acer to be good value. Okay. You know what, dude? Amazon ships to the Philippines now. And when I first bought, I was thinking Acer myself for some reason. I'm just looking for a good processor, so it moves fast. I don't need to do much more than that. But what was I going to say? Amazon, when I bought May's computer for her birthday, they were going to charge me like $109 shipping fee to send it over here. And it was still cheaper than going and buying the identical thing here. So I said, okay. And then they refunded me $68 and ended up being like a $30 shipping fee. And then I bought some stuff the other day, some, microphones, Bluetooth microphones. And it was only like $11 to send it. So I thought that was fair. And it was cheaper than Shopee, which is a local deal. But thanks for that. I am gonna look that up I'm gonna look on I just said it, Amazon. Yeah, the rooster's back there. Good for a good chicken. Don't bring what you can't lose. That is the rule for Vegas. Let's see, Paul. If you need someone to look at your computer to check something, set up a remote session. Just keep it going. If you want. Well, thanks, Rick. It would be awesome if you want to do that. Sure. I don't know. It might just be the internet, but it just like goes really slow. It's a 5-year-old computer, though, so. You should be in church. You know, I can't find a church out here. That's why I'm starting a small group. Yeah. I bought this computer that I'm on right now for $200 at Best Buy. And I think back in the day, if I had kicked it up to 300, I'd be in much better shape. Acer. Okay. I'll look at Acer. Or Asus. Come out to Valencia. It's nice out here. Yeah, it takes forever to get mail out here. Forever. And ever. Mail is a very slow process here. And Hank Aaron's gone. I didn't know that either. Larry and Hank. Sheesh. Guys I really like. I did not know that. That makes me sad. I like Larry. He was just so goofy. Yeah, P does a great job. Again, I give her, she's not my kind of channel. I enjoyed the hell out of having her on the channel. We had a great time shooting the breeze. And I actually thought her and I would hang out more, but she got busy and we didn't, and blah, blah, blah. But I really enjoy her work ethic. She has the same work ethic in May, but May doesn't have the English skills, so it's a little tougher on her. Let's see, huge requests. I usually watch multi-tenant bonus. Let's see. Maria, I thought you went to bed. Let's see. We're going to hear it. People need to learn to be forgiving. I have American friends I've known for like a lifetime. It's negative, positive, straight. Nobody's perfect. We're not. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Maria. 1,000%. That you can't put us all in one pot. So I can't put all Filipinas in one pot, or all Americans, or all Germans, or all foreigners, or all this, or all that. We are what we are, regardless of our color or nationality or whatever. It begins at home, I think. No, I wouldn't let you blast her, buddy. I want to be respectful of women. Number one, I want to be respectful, and I definitely want to be respectful of Filipinas. And I just think that's part of being a foreigner here. Now, I might not be so if I had an American woman on. I don't know anything about that, but can you buy bourbon? Yeah, you can buy anything you want. You can't necessarily find it in stock, but it's here somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she has very good English. There is. And that's what I like about it. I think that everybody's got their niche. And I think she does a good job. That's true. You can bring $100,000 if you want. It's got to be kidding. Oh man, the car companies, the American car companies in the 70s were just producing some of the biggest pieces of crap. Remember the K car? Good Lord. The quality is just awful. But I'll tell Baby May you said hi. I don't know. My friend Gary, I would deflect. He seemed to think that it was wide open. He said that until the end of July, we would vaccinate the whole country. I don't know. Like I said, I gave up thinking about it. I'll just wait till something actually happens. I just want to. Oh, I know that. I know that. We jump on them. It's easy. No, but I actually made that comment. I think on May's channel when we were talking. I really dig some of the female viewers that are on my channel, and actually women like my age, 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever, watch May's channel and love her to death. They just love her to pieces, and she loves them back. So no, it's like I just said, you can't put everybody in a box. It's just that the American women are so easy to jump on that we tend to do it because the aggression. No, but there's beautiful women all over the world. It is more of a TV show. It is more like a 30-minute TV sitcom. Uh-huh. Yeah, I shoot from the lip, not the hip. True. That's a great one. That is awesome. I forgot about that. Jane, you ignorant slut. Let's see. I've been researching a two-bedroom community. There's a large variation in price of furnishings. No, they're pretty consistent out here as far as the pricing. Not a lot of variance. I'm going to bail out, guys. It's been fun. Yeah, that's right. I hope they get the vaccine out and get people vaccinated. When I have Mark on the channel, you better watch yourself. Oh man, I got lost again. Yeah, there are beautiful women all over the world, and they've all got, different aptitudes, attitudes. You know what? That's a true statement. Well, I'm glad it's easy for some, because for me, it's impossible. Yeah, I don't think too many people were picking on P. I think that one guy was, but you're right. Let's not pick on the local. Let's not pick on anybody. What's the point? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right. It's a question. That's when she says "bah." I know. Go figure. It is 7:53 a.m. Sunday morning. I hope you can make it too, buddy. I want to wrap it up here pretty soon, kids. I think, 8 o'clock, fair enough. Yeah. 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 I keep my eye on currencies, and I've been to Vietnam, been to Indonesia, been to Thailand, but it's very difficult to make a backup plan if you can't leave the country or get into a country. So right now it would probably be Mexico if I was to go somewhere. There is no topic. The topic is Harriet. Thank you very much, my friend. That'll go right into Baby May's headache fund. Time to watch it again. You know, I never got all the way through Raging Bull. Isn't that weird? What's going on, Miss Jenny? How are you, young lady? Hail the chicken is right. Well, again, kids, I don't watch the news anymore. I mean, I watch it just to kind of get a vibe, but I don't believe a lot of it. Yeah, yeah, it's definitely in my small reptilian brain here. What are you referring to, Miss V? What was funny? Why you laugh at my message, sir? I mean, and a great singer. No BS. Well, maybe you know her. Desperate expats coming up. They're just not letting you in, bro. It's closed. Yeah. I'm thinking more tongue in cheek. Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. You know, I gave the information and said to contact you if they had any further questions. And if they haven't contacted you, live with the consequences. But I appreciate your help, Jenny. I'm just trying to help them, you know, but people got to help themselves too. Good morning, Daryl. I'm going to cut out of here pretty soon, guys. Negative attention is better than none. That's true. Thanks again, brother. Oh, you're in late, Jenny. You missed the whole Harriet thing. Harriet is a Filipina that was calling me names. Oh, here we go. Now we got this one. Desperate expat. You show guys being total losers in their home country, and then they become total losers in another. Okay. Well, we've started to degrade here. Apparently, the trolls have awoken from their slumber. I don't think so. I think Harriet was the real deal. Felix, you need to have what's called, you have to have a ticket that's leaving within 29 days, I think it is. So we call them throwaway tickets. So you're coming into the Philippines, you plan on staying. 2 weeks into the trip, you should have a ticket that you can buy for like, $12 on to go to wherever. It just leaves the country. It's called a throwaway ticket. Where am I at here? I just found out that there are expat bloggers in the Philly to attack channels like yours. These guys have no lives, good vibes. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a free speech guy, so if they want to attack me, okay. Say what you want. Okay. You like it? Great. You don't? Okay. But just don't be rude to the local Filipina women would be my only request. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's a good reflection on foreigners. That's right. The 3Ds and the B-back bus. Let's see, kids. I am going to bail out in a couple of minutes. I'm sorry if I didn't get to all your comments. To see if I recommend SSD rather than a hard drive. They are so fast by comparison. Go back. So memory capacity is smaller. It's always something. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, here it goes. See, it keeps. See, now my mouse is acting goofy. 450. I was figuring $400 to $500. Thank you, Felix. I appreciate that. I do, but it's expired. So I guess if I go back, I guess I should renew it. Yeah, I think I'm going to look into that. Again, I just want something that doesn't freeze up and it's really simple, man. It's just answering comments, it's sending some emails, and it's doing this. So I think it's all about the processor. I don't pretend to understand this crap, but I think that's the big deal. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Is that what you got? Because you got a new computer, didn't you, Jenny? You get an Acer? Because I don't want to buy it here. It's like triple the price. I loved Larry King. I just thought that, he would ask the kind of questions I would ask, which were like totally knucklehead sometimes and really obvious. And I loved, when Norm Macdonald, the comedian, would go on his show with him because they really got along and they were both just funny. Download and run. I got CC Cleaner. I actually do. And I've done that. So thank you for that tip. But I actually have that. Chevy Corvair. Tell you what, my 75 Monte Carlo. Yeah, rest in peace, Larry King. I love him. The old school guys. An aquarium on wheels. What does that mean? No good? Yeah. And she dug herself out of that. I say dug herself out. The call centers don't pay anything. But she really did her homework. Great work ethic. Thank you, sir. I don't get this super chat thing. I think it's, I think you're sending me $5. K car, man. Yeah, man. The K cars were, some of the cars that they made were downright embarrassing. They were so bad. And I knew some guys that were working. I wasn't in the car business back then, but nothing I say shows up. Yeah, it does. Hi. Appreciate you. I don't know. I'll find out when my friend gets there. He's leaving. He'll be there in a couple of days. So we'll know what the dealio is. All right, so we're wrapping it up. I'm going to say goodnight. I apologize as usual. I haven't gotten to all the comments here. So let me see if there's people that haven't had an opportunity. Okay, I don't even know what that's all about. You need to feed May and take her to the dentist. She claims to be fat and says her teeth hurt. Why is my mouse not working? Here we go. I have taken May to the dentist. She got some wisdom teeth removed and some cavities done. She's got 2 more on this other side. Thanks, Don. Yeah, I've used that myself. But she gets these headaches maybe once a month. You might want to hit the notification, and then you can always just go to her homepage or anybody else's homepage and run through, click videos and just run through and see if you've missed anything. I'm content with my supposed loserdom. Okay. Probably in the future. May do more harm than good as far as she's concerned. There's different aspects to it. I don't think so. I think Harriet was the real deal. All right. Well, see, I'm getting the silly stuff now, so it's probably time to bail out. And I'm getting tired. I forgot about rancheros. Those were nice. Is it? I don't know. I don't know. Funny thing is, the mouse is not wireless. I had a wireless and it screwed up. But trolls happen, and that's okay. It's like I said, if they want to come after me, it's okay. But when they're talking about other people or other channels or the locals, or make fun of May's appearance or whatever, take your shots at me. I'm a big boy. But just leave the local women alone, for Christ's sake, right? All right, kids, that's it. I'm signing off. It's 8 after 8. Thank you very much for joining me. It was unscheduled. Desperate expats coming up.